Let's do this. Hello, welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. It is I, Art Baltazar, the famous cartoonist, who will be saying things. Welcome to the show. Welcome to this glorious morning. Today is Thor's Day. Don't they say Thor's Day? The internet has now called it Thor's Day. The mighty Thor swinging his mighty hammer, bringing unto us his power from the mighty Asgard, wielding the hammer his father gave him. Oh, Sir Odin's son. Swig for Thor. Oh, this coffee is so good right now. And yes, man, Andrew is here, and I agree. I'm going to say those things. I'm going to say many things. The coolest part about this show, about going live for you in the morning, dressed up with a tie and coffee, is I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I don't know what I'm going to say, yet I still do like a 2-hour show. There's a lot on my mind all the time. Swig. This coffee is very, very, very warm. It's freshly brewed. It's so good right now. And my hand is a different temperature than the other hand. I bring them together and they create warmth. Warmth, I tell you. This guy you see here before you, this little monkey, he has a new comic book. It's on Comixology. It just debuted yesterday. It's Webster, the Spider Monkeys, #1 issue. His very own title, called Webster the Spider Monkey #1. And there's links in the description, or I don't know if they're up there or down there, but they're around the video. There's links that link you to lots of my online presence, because we are all cooler online. We are all much cooler, much more hip. I'm much more hip and cool online. But you can share that hipness and coolness to click on the links. I have like 85 different books up there for sale. You could read them on your digital tablets or devices at your leisure, and it's real fun. It can be done. It has been done. I know it because I have done it. I write them and draw them and look at them all day long, and then I still read them. I gotta see how I always got to see how they come out, you know. I got to make sure that they look cool. I like to see how the panels progress. Sweet. See, Dr. Benjamin is here. Dr. Benjamin. Oh, yeah. Already drank my coffee. All I have is India ink, but I need it to work. Yeah, you don't want to drink it. It could be tasty, but you need it to finish your artwork, to draw your things. Do not drink India ink. Don't drink any kind of ink. Don't drink paint. I have drank paint in the past. I haven't gotten sick, but I don't think you're supposed to drink it. I have drank paint water too. Don't do that. I don't think you're supposed to. It didn't hurt me. Well, I haven't done that in a few years, so maybe this still has an after effect. But yeah, if you have something to drink, a beverage of some sort, now is the time. Swig with me if you can. Oh, this is so good. Coffee, man. I don't know what it is, but it's a certain time of day of coffee. Coffee will get you going in the morning, sometimes after dinner, but that after dinner coffee is not the same as that morning cup. That morning cup is so sweet, so good. Charles Bernard. Hey, Charles. Loving the spider monkey design art. Thanks, man. I had the spider monkey for about 20 years, and he went through different iterations. He went through different transformations. He went through different reservations. He went through lots of different Asians, and I finally settled on one because every time I drew him, he looked like somebody else. He looked like Tweety Bird at first, then he looked like a Casper character. So I'm like, oh, I gotta make him look like more like a monkey. So it popped once I chose the orange and the darker red colors. Then it popped, and he looked good next to the other guys finally, because you know how like when you have the Avengers lined up, and you got Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man, and they're all kind of red and yellow. They got red, yellow, blue. They all have those colors. But when you add Hawkeye, who's purple, and you add Vision, who's green, they all pop. They all look good together. And that's what I was going for with this. So he looked good next to Action Cat, next to Awesome Bear. And so he's part of the Oh Yeah crew. He's one of our heroes of beautiful downtown Skokie. And he's one of our heroes of Oh Yeah Comics, the series. But that's where he first debuted, in the pages of Oh Yeah Comics. And he first appeared in the Dark Horse trade volume number 3 from Dark Horse Comics, from Oh Yeah Comics. And he finally got his own one-shot. Not a one-shot, a series. Number 1 issue, and it's a series. I got 4 issues of him written and ready to go. I got 4 issues of him ready. They're all penciled, too. I know I got the first 2.5 penciled, but that's cool. And it's glorious today. Today's glorious because I only have like 5 pages left of Big Alien Moon Crush to ink. Then I got to color them all. I got to color like 27, I think, altogether. Something like that. But it's happening, man. It's happening. Swig for Big Alien Moon Crush. Swig for getting deadlines done. Oh, yeah. That deserves a double swigger. Swigging twice for those people at home who are wondering, what does he mean by that? So sometimes you got to swig twice, sometimes 3 times. Swig again. There was a lot of swigs yesterday that I ran out of coffee before I started drawing. That's true. That is very true. So what else is happening? The Mandalorian, 2 days. Tomorrow, less than 2 days. Oh my God. I want to watch the last 2 episodes. I don't need to, because I've seen everything twice, maybe 3 times. And I know I watched the series twice for sure, but I watch random episodes over and over. I watch, I like that Prison Planet episode, the one where we're on the prison ship. That's probably my favorite episode, because it has all these other guys in there, all these other characters that are only there for 1 episode, but we know everything about them. Even the fat guy, the fat hairy guy on the ship who signed them and tried to double cross him. Spoiler, we knew all about him. They had a relationship, some sort of encounters in the past. They knew each other, and even the guy who double crossed him at the end. It was so good. And every person on that ship knew him, knew of the Mandalorian. It was good stuff. Swig. Oh, yeah, man. Let's see. Danny's here. Danny W's here. I received a rather large package from Electric Milk today and a regular sized one from Electric Milk today. It was an awesome surprise. Oh, cool, man. I know what that is. I sent out lots of packages over the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, I was a packaging maniac, going through rolls of tape, packaging, lots of things. And you may have noticed that because behind me, there's no more paintings. There is a large canvas now. And the canvas, I'm painting I'm adding paint to it every weekend. on my painting show, after my painting show, and I'm tongue-tied. Tongue-tied? Is it tied? Or is it all just tangled? Tongue-tangled, it should be called. Because tied means you stop talking. Tangled means you're weaving the web. Tongue-weaved? Tongue-webbing. Speaking sprinkles? No. It's definitely tangled. But I did go through lots of tape over the weekend packaging packages. And I do have tracking numbers, which people were asking me about that. I forgot to give tracking numbers. Because I went to the post office. I think I mailed them all on, Monday. Yeah, Monday. But things get tracking numbers, so I have to provide a few. And a few drawings from eBay went out, which is really cool. I'm going to be putting more drawings on eBay soon. I just have to finish them. I have to draw them. And I started a Batman one. Batman seems pretty popular. So Batman will be up there soon. And maybe some other stuff. But I really didn't have much time to sit and draw at my leisure. So most of the things I've been working on are things that I have to get worked on that I want to publish and get things done for deadlines. Swing for deadlines. Because a lot of the things I'm drawing now are going to go to print. So it's good to have that. I've been drawing stuff for a long time. The last few years, my schedule has been so tight that every moment of my day has been drawing something. I've been a zombie. I've been a vampire. I've been a scurvy pirate. I've been all of these things trying to finish deadlines. I've been bionic. I've been medicated. I've been everything trying to get things finished. And finally, I'm at a point where I caught up. And now my time is more manageable. I can sleep at a certain time. I could stop working at a certain time. I could eat dinner at the same time. I could do the same thing every day at the same time, which is a lot easier on your mind, your brain, your soul, your heart, your eyes, your face. Swing for your face. Swinging for your face. I like that one. Let's see what people are saying. My good friend Jamie Cosley's here. Oh, yeah, super famous cartoonist guy. Oh, yeah, back at you, Jamie Cosley. Jamie Cosley's famous, too. Kevin Bixby's here. Oh, yeah, cartoonist. He's a good man, too. He's working on his fame right now. The Bixter. The Bixtone. And Mario is here. Morning, fellas. Morning, Mario. Good to see all you guys. I'm going to do one big swig for all of you. This is going to be worth 3 people. Watch. Oh, yeah. Ooh, the warmth coated the back of my throat with that one. It was worth it for you guys. It wasn't a suffering. It was kind of one of those hurtful things that's very pleasurable. It's like if someone's scratching your back and it hurts. We're like, oh, don't stop. I've heard. Anyway. Yeah, man. Making things. I'm glad you got your package, Danny W. Danny Wisniewski. Now I know how to say it because your son sent me the phonetic. Wisniewski. I never knew, man, because you got a lot of I's in there. And it messes me up. Look at, I'm an award-winning but not famous. He's an award-winning cartoonist. That's right. But awards help you, man. They help you get famous. Award-winning cartoonist. Years ago, I created this award called the Big Amoeba Award. And it was before Tiny Titans. It was around the Wolf Boy times. And I kept telling Franco, man, how come we never get nominated for stuff? We don't win awards. All these award shows. We're not getting nominated ever. We're never going to get nominated. Awards are stupid. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's stupid. That's dumb to get an award. Why do I need an award? Why do I need people to verify that I'm good? So I made up my own awards called the Big Amoeba Awards. And the Big Amoeba means in this whole sea of the comic book industry, You got Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, and all these big companies. We, the creator, the independent creator, is nothing but an amoeba in the sea of the comic industry. But out of those amoebas, I'm going to be a big amoeba. I'm going to be the biggest amoeba that you're ever going to see. And that's where that comes from. I'm going to be a big amoeba. I'm going to get noticed. Instead of that one cell, it's going to be a giant cell. You're going to see that one-celled organism, but I'm going to have a big giant cell. And they're going to say, who's that big amoeba floating around? It's me. Art Baltazar Cartoonist, because I wasn't famous back then. But I made up this award. I made up a voting ballot. And we went to all of the conventions. And it was a piece of paper that you vote, and all my friends were on it. And my intention was, I wanted to win every award. I wanted people to vote for me in every category, so I put my name in every category. Sweet. I put my name in every category. And so we had an address on there. It was the Blind Wolf Studios P.O. Box. We had an address. And I kind of like did it for fun. But I didn't realize, after a while, we started getting ballots in the mail. People were sending in their ballots. They were voting and sending in. So I had a stack of papers. All the copies I made at Stinko's, whatever I made, 500, I got most of them all back. And they had people's votes. They had actual votes. And the weird thing and the coolest thing is, like, I didn't win every category. Other people won the categories. I won, like, out of all 30, I think there was 35 awards or 33 or something like that. I won 3 of them out of 30 awards. So it was real votes by real people, by real fans, people who actually read our books. And it was only indie guys. It was, like, so indie that just guys who made Xerox copy comics were on the ballot. Guys who just drew Sharpie sketches were on the ballot. We even had an award called Best Sharpie Artist. Best artist using a Sharpie, you know. So we actually had this award. So I started asking conventions if anyone would like to host this award show, because I wanted to do something with it. This is real now. So conventions all told me, no, this is silly. You guys are dumb. You guys made it up. But one convention called the Captain Blue Hen in Delaware. I forgot what the name of their show was. It might have been Captain Blue Hen's Comic-Con. But Captain Blue Hen was the name of the store. But they had a comic convention. And it was in Delaware. And they said, we'll host it. So once they said, we'll host your show, I had to make a whole bunch of awards. So me and Franco, I went to his house with a whole bunch of plaques. I had wooden plaques. I think he got the wooden plaques. Then I made the art to glue on it, and then we wrote calligraphy to all the people's names, and it was really fun. And we stood up all night doing it. I remember him falling asleep, and me kept going with the glue, and we made these awards, and put, like, best mini comic one, best all kinds of stuff. But I made a book about it too called The Big Amoeba. It was published years ago by Platinum Studios, and it's out there somewhere. You can still find it. I bet you can find it on eBay. The Big Amoeba. It's the exact story I told you, but in comic book form, and it has a beginning and middle end. It's pretty cool. But that's what happened, and so that's the first award I've ever won, and I have to include it on my. I gotta include it on my resume. I always forget, because to me, it's a real award, because I made it, and actually we read it. We read the ballot. I mean, we read the nominees, and we gave out an award. So it was cool. It was only one time, and I think we should do that again. It would be fun. It was a lot of work to do an award, but it was still fun. It was all homemade, and I still have my Big Amoeba Awards, and they're holding up okay. They're done with glue, rubber cement, and stuff like that, but they're still doing okay. And I know Wolf Boy won for most likely to be made into an animated series. It was Patrick the Wolf Boy, and he also won the best werewolf character. So we had all kinds of categories, like best monster character, best werewolf character, best vampire character, best zombie, all this kind of weird stuff. Best artist with a Sharpie, best artist with a paintbrush, best artist who only in black and white. It was really fun. It was real fun stuff. Sweet. So Kevin Bixby sparked that story. So you being an award-winning artist, that's true. You have that award for the rest of your life. You have it. You won it. Your name was read. It was given to you. And now you have that. No one could ever take that away. That's yours. Sorry. When you're a little old man sitting on your front porch, sketching in your sketchbook, you could always say you're an award-winning artist. I forgot what your award was called, but I know it was so up-and-comer. No. The future. It was something like that. The new guy. The new guy did a party award. Something like that. But yeah, man, take it, embrace it. You did it. You have it. Put it on your wall. Put it in your mantle. Put it in your bookshelf. Wherever you hang things. Put stuff. Put it next to a painting of your parents, like Bruce Wayne would do. It's true. I got my big amoebas on a shelf, but they're on a plaque, so they're tucked in between books. I got to bring them out and hang them up. That's what I got to do. And I got to actually see how many I have and what the categories were. I think I won for Best Inker. I think I had Best Inker Award. I think it was Inker, and I don't know if I won for Cartoonist. I think someone else might have won. I think it was Matt Fazell. He drew stick figures. I think he won. I'm not sure. I think I got to check it out. Sweet. And the coolest thing about that award and counting the ballots, where I could have cheated. I could have. But I was like thinking, oh, good, I got an award. I got a nomination. Oh, wait, here's 2 more votes. Here's 3 more. Here's 4 more. And I got beat. I didn't get votes in every category like I wanted. See, but it was fun. We have to do that again. We got to do that somehow with All Yeah Comics, the Big Amoeba Award at All Yeah Comics. We'll make it the second Big Amoeba Award. Every 10 years we have one. So I think the Big Amoeba Award was in 2000 or 2001. It might have been 2001. I think it was. And I remember it because I went on tour when we went to all of these conventions. It was like a tour. I was gone for like a month and a half. We would hit every convention because there was multiple conventions that were one week after another. So we hit all of these things. We hit Pittsburgh. It ended in Delaware around that time. But I know we went to Pittsburgh. We hit all the East Coast, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Motor City Con. I think we were in Florida. And we drove everywhere. It was nuts. Me and Franco drove all over the place. And I think we went as far as we went everywhere between Chicago and New York. Everywhere, all of the shows between it, up and down the coast, all the way to Florida. And there's a few times I've been to St. Louis. I've been that way too. But at this point, the Big Amoebas were distributed all throughout the Midwest and the East Coast. So it was real cool. So we got to do that. We got to think about that again. Do it again. That'll be fun. Sweet for winning awards. Ooh, the coffee's perfect right now. Beautiful temperature. It's soothing. See what you guys are saying. You could do a Big Amoeba Award at your on your live show. Ooh, on the live show. I got to get some kind of ballots or nominations. I got to put out the categories. Here's what. Yeah, I could do that. I could throw out the categories and have you guys send me nominees, you know? And I can only, we could do, I got to see what I did before, but I might have had like 10 guys, 10 nominations. There might have been, because most of the time they give you 3 or 5 or 6 or something like that. I think I had 10 in each category. And it's so funny how when people found out that I was running the awards and they didn't win or they didn't make a nomination, they would come to complain to me. How come I'm not on there? Where's my name? I'm not on your ballot. And a lot of times it'd be truthful that no one would nominate them or I didn't like them or something like that. So it was personal. I did do things like that, but I did not tinker with the votes, and that was the coolest part about the whole thing. It humbled me, and it made me realize that we're all in this. We're all amoebas, so we're gonna do this again, the Big Amoeba. But I don't know if I qualify now because I'm an indie creator, but I have worked outside, so I'm an amoeba still, maybe. I'm a big amoeba, but now I have an entourage. I have people. I have children with me. So if you see me floating around in that petri dish, I would be amoeba, but there'd be a paramecium with me. There would be some other bacteria hanging out with me. So I would be a big glob. I would be a glob in the petri dish rather than an amoeba. So I don't know if I qualify for these awards. They'd have to be someone else. I'd have to do really indie guys. Because lots of my friends now who are on that ballot are working for companies. My friend Jamie Cosley was on that ballot, and he won some awards. I think he won the Best Cartoonist Using a Sharpie award. But he works for Star Wars now. He works for Topps. He drew Lord of the Rings. He drew Stranger Things. So I don't know if he qualifies, because now, once you get so popular, you graduate to the mainstream, and you start drawing things that people know and recognize, and then you become a name. Unless you haven't worked on the big guys' stuff or something mainstream, like Kevin Bixby's perfect. You're the biggest big amoeba. You'd be good. If you worked in all your comics, I think you're still an amoeba. I think that's the standard. If you worked in all your comics, the next stage after all your comics is another big company. If a big company hires you, I don't know if you're amoeba worthy. We gotta break open the category. We gotta do a category that has the big amoeba who branched out of the indie. Big amoeba who went mainstream award. That's what it is. We'll do that so we can include our friends, and there'll be all the superstars on there. All the names we know, like Scoot, Jamie Cosley, and Franco, they'll all be in there. We'll see what happens. Because you can't be a big amoeba forever. You could be a big amoeba, but you're gonna grow. You're gonna break out of the mold. Swing for breaking free. I've been doing this for 28 years, 29 years. See, 92, I started 92, 3, let's see, 92, 2002, 2012, 20. Wow. Yeah, it's 28 years, almost 30 years. So 2022 will be 30 years for me. So I think that's enough time to break out of the amoeba mold. Let's see what you guys are saying. I have a few mini comics to submit. Yeah, you're the mini comic master, man. I seen you. I seen your comics, and I've read your comics. I have some of your comics. With Kevin Bixby, I'm going to reveal something to you right now. I have several of your mini comics, and I read them. I kept them at my computer. As I'm saving things or working, I'll take a break and I'll read it again and again and again. Eventually, they make it to my pile where I ship things. And when people order a big order of things, I give them your mini comic as well. There's a lot of comics that people give me make it out to the fans. So if people order stuff from me and they get a book that I like, so I'll include your mini comics in with a lot of orders. When people order stuff from me, so they'll get a free Kevin Bixby book too. That's true. And sometimes too, when people give me their comics, I'll either do that, I'll either send it to a person who orders comics, or I'll take it to all your comics and put it on the shelf and sell it. Let someone buy it. But sometimes when it doesn't sell, I feel weird. And then I feel bad that their book's still there for 3 months. So I like sending it to somebody so this way somebody really gets it. But I'm sure your book, either way, well, you're mini comics, so that's why I give them away. But the full-size ones I take to the store. But it's cool, man. I thought you'd like to know that. I think that's pretty cool. The Emerging Artist Award. Oh, that's what you got. It almost looks like the emergency artist. Like, we need your cartoons fast. We need your cartooning right now. It's an emergency. That makes me win the emergency award. That's cool. Hey, Danny's here. What's up, Danny? Hello, good morning to you. Hope you have your beverage. Swing for Danny. Jamie comment, yes. I don't use Sharpies anymore. See, Jamie graduated. He was in the Sharpie territory for a long time. And then he discovered he grew as a creator. He grew as like, I'm going to try these brush pens. I'm going to dip my brush in ink. I'm going to do this. I'm going to scan my stuff in a computer. See, you moved on to more tools. I'm so proud of you, Jamie Cosley. You're my one true friend. You're awesome. Well, I have many true friends, but he's one of them. Jamie Cosley's a good man. Yagums to Jamie Cosley. See, now I need a Big Amoeba. Yeah, we need to do this. I think this would be fun, right? I think this would be fun. That's awesome. Electric milk distribution. Yeah, man. I think this would be really fun. We'll make a, I'll come up with some categories. And we need to make it where, because a lot of my guys, Jamie, Scoot, G. Russo, Jiggy Chabad, Franco, all of these guys, we still think with the indie mentality. We're still always making comic books. We're still always thinking about our own stuff. But we just so happen to get jobs in the industry like DC Comics, Dark Horse, Image, all these people calling upon our skills to pay the bills, our skills to sell some of these comics. So we're all getting gigs outside our indie work. But we're still always thinking, like, all right, after I finish this Star Wars piece, I'm going to go back to drawing my own thing. So we're all there. And so we can also do a category, best indie published book, stuff like that. Best digital, best web series, we could do all kinds of stuff. Best monster, we did best character awards. That was real cool. Danny says, all doing fine. Yeah, I'm having some tea. Tea is good. Tea is very refreshing and soothing and warming your soul. Swig for tea. Swig for tea and coffee together. I never mix coffee and tea together, but I have mixed tea with soda and lemonade and stuff like that. Because I have a big cup. The big cup I use with a straw is always filled with just whatever beverages nobody upstairs, like nobody finishes, so I just pour it in my mug. So a lot of times my mug is funky. It's brown. It's always brown. All the beverages mixed together always make brown, but you can't tell if it's soda pop or if it's tea or peach tea or pink lemonade. Pink lemonade turns into brown lemonade, but you can never tell what it is. But that's kind of cool. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with everything I'm saying right now. I'm glad you guys are here to enjoy my words, my sweet, sweet words of advice. I'm predicting the future right now. It is true. Look at what we had. Did we do this too? The best hair, the best dress, best mustache. And we could do it like a we could do it like an 8th grade graduation kind of award show. Kevin Bixby could win he could totally win the best hair. Yeah, he could. I know it's there somewhere. It's a choice, right? It's your choice to go smooth. Whoa. Brother Bear has that smooth head choice too. I wish I had the choice to make my goatee white. I want it all white. It's not quite coming in. But I want to dye my beard white. But I'm unsure if it will be white or it'll be like that real yucky blonde, like that drenched out color white, you know? where it's like almost yellow. But would it lighten up the white ones even more? I don't know. Sweet for dyeing your hair. Okay, dad joke time. There was one time where I told my wife, my hair's turning gray, what should I do? And she said, dye it. So I lost 20 pounds. Oh, bad. That's usually what I tell people when they say, oh, you losing weight? I go, yeah, my hair was going gray. And they're like, what? I say, yeah, my wife told me to dye it. So I lost 20 pounds. They're like, oh, it's bad. It's a bad dad joke. It's funny, though. I could tell the bad dad jokes because I'm a dad and I have teenagers. So I'm well into the dad zone. I'm in there. Jamie Cosley knows. He's in there, too. Kevin Bixby's in there. But you're still in the fresh area. You're still starting the race. Kevin Bixby's guy's like 5. You're still good. Maybe 6. He's a little guy. But you're still going. See, Danny gets it. Danny's going to lose some weight now. What? I just lost 10 pounds because my hair was going gray. What? You should look cool, natural. It would look cool, actually. Yeah. I want a white beard. I just want the beard because my sideburns are getting white. See, they're almost invisible. The sideburns are white. All the rest is still dark. But I want a white beard so I can say, welcome to Jurassic Park. You know, I want that white beard, like Colonel Sanders. But I don't know if I should dye it because when you dye it, then it starts growing because beards grow pretty fast. But I also want a shillelagh. If you listened to the show yesterday, I talked about the Irish shillelagh that would beat the snakes. Bam! When you beat the snakes with the stick. Because my family shillelagh was going around for a little while. It was making the family tour. And I got to hold it. I was a teenager. I was about 14 maybe. And I held this family shillelagh and I always remembered it and I wanted it because I thought it looked cool. But I want to get a shillelagh. But I think you could go buy one, I guess. But I want when you earn it. Because sometimes with the family, when you earn it and they grant you the shillelagh, it's like passing on the throne to the kingdom, you know. I want something, but I want to buy a shillelagh so I could walk around with that with my white beard. So welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things in the morning, in noon, in the afternoon. You may have noticed I went out about 3 minutes late today because I don't know why. I had to reboot the vampire. All kinds of stuff was sliding into place, delaying my actions. Swig for actions. Jamie Cosley says, yesterday I drew Boba Fett eating crackers. How does he eat it with a helmet? Does he go under? Does he go under the helmet? Or does he take off the helmet? Or just put him through? Do you draw the mouth on the mask? That'd be fun too. I like that. Casper says, I would trade my white hair if I could. You don't like the white hair or you want white hair? I know you got the Kevin Bixby thing going on a little bit. Well, that's okay. It happens to the best of us. It's starting to. You get the Jack Nicholson hair sometimes, or you get the Charles Xavier. Whatever you do, hang in there, folks. You can get the Jean-Luc Picard, too. That was the most impressive thing he showed the men. You just trim it short, and then confident. You embrace it. This is what it looks like. He also was Professor X. He embraced it all the way. Sweet. That is all true. Everything I said today was true, and everything I said today was exclusively for you to hear on my live show. And today, at this moment in time, at this juncture, on this glorious Thursday, if you will, grab your Mjolnir hammer. Is that how you say it? Mjolnir? Grab your hammer. Grab your best spectacles so you can watch this next segment Because Famous Cartoonist Says Things is now becoming Famous Cartoonist Draws Things. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the show. This is Giro Man number 1. This is page 10 of Giro Man number 1, where you finally see his transformation. There is no spoilers because you kind of knew he was going to do this. Here's the first page. Tap. He tapped his special. Ba-bam! Then an explosion. Ba-bam! The lightning bolt strikes the Giro Queen. And then Giro Man makes his part. Look at, he says what I say. Let's do this. Giro Man returns. So today, I am going to draw this page. I'm going to ink it up, and we'll be finished for today. And this book is, it's a 12-page first story. I already have page 12 finished, so I just have to finish page. Page 11. It's all drawn. I have to finish that, and then this book will be ready for color, and then ready for Comixology submit. It will be another digital comic, digital first. Then after that, it will be printed with the Electric Milk logo on there, with the Aya Comics logo on there, and it will be printed exclusively for Aya Comics. For me, you can only buy it if you meet me at a convention or on my website. It'll be something that's exclusive to Electric Milk, to Aya Comics. So if I'm making comics pretty soon. I'm going to be printing them, and they're going to be, you can only get them through me if you meet me at a convention or on my website or at our 3 locations, Aya Comics. That's true. Everything I'm telling you guys is true. And I can't wait. I just finished penciling the first or the last 3 pages of Aya Comics 13. It's I was going to draw them today, but I wanted to finish this. And it's a Hammond Delafonte page where Delafonte is the floating elephant, and he goes to Aya Comics because he thinks that Hammond is Awesome Bear. And it's the first appearance of the Secret Identity cow in the pages of Aya Comics. So it's going to be a fun book. It's a fun story. I reworked it a bunch of times to make it work. And I started making the last story of Aya Comics number 13. It was going to be a Hunt for the Gucci Nana story. But I realized that Delafonte and Awesome Bear never met. So this is their first meeting. Like, all of a sudden, they're in it together, and I think the kids will be confused. They're like, who's this guy? Why does he know? Why is he looking for the Gucci Nana with Hammond? So that's why I made an introduction comic. It'll be cool. It's going to be fun. And that book would, once I finish that 3 pages, it's going to the printer. And that's such a cool feeling. But I got other things I got to do all the time. But I do this on here. I've been drawing this page on here. And I only got 5 pages left of Big Alien Moon Crush. But I don't want to draw those on here because it's the ending and it's going to spoil my 80-page graphic novel. I don't want to do that. But I also have to draw some Flash. Now my Flash book and my Aquaman book got approved. So I have to draw that too. There's a lot of things to be done in the world of the famous cartoonist. Many things. Many things are taking priority over the next. And that's the cool part, is like nobody's freaking out that I need to get things done faster. So far. But, you know, that's coming. But I'm also going to be starting. I got to start Gilbert. I got Paper Cuts asking me, hey, man, where's our stuff? We want to see Gilbert. They're not being mean yet. So they're cool. But that's what's happening. I'm going to be starting Gilbert, too. I'm trying to come up with a few more ideas for Gilbert. So that's going to be a tricky one, because I have a story. I have a story and an ending, but it's always I got to make sure the ending is what I really want it to be, because this has the potential of being the last book. I don't think it will be, but I have to finish it in a way where it doesn't leave anything open. So if it leaves something open, then then people are gonna expect that last one. And I did that with Powers in Action. I left with a cliffhanger, but that one was intended to be a cliffhanger because I liked how comic books would end back when we were kids reading them. I loved when it was a cliffhanger because you wanted that extra one. And sometimes you would never get it. So there's been comic books that I never found out how they ended. And I kind of like that. It leaves it open. To this day, Plastic Man is still tied up with a burnt up piece of newspaper on fire ready to melt him. I never read the next one after that. Or Spider-Man is still standing in front of the frightful floor where they just revealed their new member, who was one of Aquaman's ex-girlfriends. Not Aquaman. Submariner. Prince Namor, if you will. What do you mean, if you will, Balthazar? That's his name. That's right. That is true. I would never steer you wrong. If you steer someone wrong, how are you steering them? Because if you're using the steering wheel or the bicycle handlebars, there's only one way to steer. You steer it wrong. Unless you're a cow and you're not a steer. Oh, getting into bad dad jokes territory. Bam! Look at that. Uh-oh. Something's happening to my mouse. There it is. I'm trying to get back to the comments so I could see. That's true. I will read the comments in a moment. Right now, I want to finish this. Let's see. So this is going to be cool. I'm looking forward to this Gyro Man book. I had this character for a long time. I had this character since maybe 1996. Maybe even before. Early 90s, mid 90s. I would say mid 90s. He's the defender of fried foods. And I probably told you the story before. He's based on a guy I used to work with. And he told me, if you ever make that Gyro Man comic, I'm going to sue you. But I'm going to do it anyway. What can he sue me for? It's not him. I always like when people say they're going to sue you. Yeah, go ahead. I don't have anything for you to take. I got nothing. I got this. I guess they can sue for the rights of the character. But I tell people I probably have about 3,000 characters. But 2 of them are hot right now. So that's why I work on those 2. Right now, the hot ones of the day. Spider Monkey And Gyro Man. Well, Big Alien Moon Crush, pretty hot. Hot to Trot. Hotsy Totsy. Those are the ones I have to finish. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Shut up and draw, Balthazar. I know. Making lightning. That's what this is. I'm going to do something like this. Maybe not. I don't like it. I'm going to do a different color. I'm going to add some details to the lightning bolt. Some effects. What if we add some effects? Just a little bit like this. Maybe I need a thinner line. Does that look good? Does it look dumb? Making stuff up. I don't like that either. Don't need it. Don't need it. Okay. The Gamer Queen just got zapped by lightning. Pew. Pew. If you're at the Gyro Queen right now, you just got lit up. you just got lit up. The lightning strikes him like it does Shazam. But if you're in the way, I'm sure it could hurt you. Don't get in the way of the lightning. Well, that's a potential future story. What if the characters get in the way of the lightning and they get his powers? There's two Gyro Man. Ooh. Because I have a character called Kronos, who is Gyro Man's evil twin. Now maybe that's how he comes back. Maybe that's how he comes back, because he accidentally conjures him up. He gets pushed out of the way of the lightning or something. Something happens. They're in a fight with another guy. That'd be fun, right? Because I need a Kronos story. But I know the story. But maybe I need his origin. Because there's going to be a story where they have to come get Gyro Man because Kronos is he's taking over Peterville. We need your help. We need your help, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope. Gyro Man is the only hope. He's the last hope. Not only the last one. They run out of hopes. They ran out of hopes. But Yoda said there is another. Remember when Yoda said that in the movie? And he said, that boy was our only hope. No, there is another. See, because why would... Obi-Wan knew there was a baby Princess Leia. I don't know why he would say that boy is our only hope. Because he knows that Leia's exist. But that was kind of weird. But I know that I've heard that George Lucas was supposed to make Luke Skywalker look for his long-lost sister in the next chapter, in the next movie. It was supposed to be 4 and not 3. It was supposed to be 4 movies. And his sister was not supposed to be Leia. It was supposed to be someone else, a new character they were going to introduce. But I think they just wanted to shorten it up and tie it together and move on. But that was the original premise why Yoda said there is another. Because Obi-Wan was not supposed to know about her. It's true. Look it up. There's videos. There's a script. I forgot where I saw it, but it's probably on some kind of video. I would never lie to you guys. It's all true. It reminds me of the guy who had a pet giraffe. He took the pet giraffe shopping. Took the giraffe to the mall. They went to buy some clothes. They went to buy some neckties. They went to Orange Julius. They had a real good day. They rode the little Ferris wheel, that little train that goes around the mall. They had a real good day. They went shopping for CDs. They went all over the mall. And they were shopping for hours and hours. And the giraffe was exhausted. So the giraffe couldn't go on, couldn't walk anymore. So the giraffe decided to lay down in the middle of the mall and take a nap. So the giraffe was sleeping. And suddenly the security guard came over and said, "Hey, is that yours?" And the owner said, "Yeah, that's mine." He goes, "Well, you can't leave that lion here." And he said, "It's not a lion, it's a giraffe." Thank you, everybody. I know you guys like those jokes. You like that? Kevin Bixby could tell your wife that joke. She might like that one better than that last one about the poo. Tomo poo-poo joke. Bam! Look at that. A lot of times I do these lines in Photoshop because they're easier and I can make them a background, but I wanted to make it look cool. But I did it here instead. I'm going to save. You know what saving does? Saving in a swig. Here you go. Saving in a swig. Now we're going to tackle the big guy himself. Oh, yeah, look at that. I'm going to make his line thicker. Thicker. Thick lines on Gyro Man. Save and swig. There's the other hand. This hand's pointing. He's got a finger. Oh, yeah, look at him. I like drawing gyros. Gyro Man. What the heck? What the heck, famous cartoonist? Why are you drawing sandwiches? You're making me hungry. I find Gyro Man offensive. Someone's going to say that to me eventually. Nonsense. Nonsense. There he is. Is his eye too small? He looks cool. I'm going to make it a little thicker. Oh, yeah. The Gyro Hero. the Giro Hero number 0. This is issue 1. But at the end of this issue, you do get Giro Man number 0 as a backup story. And I'm wondering right now if I should keep it black and white like it originally was, or should I add like a, thinking about adding a page texture, like make it look like an old comic. I think that might be cool. I gotta see what I can, if I can find some kind of texture. I'm gonna add a, you want to find an old texture where the page looks old, like newsprint. Right now it's just white, but I'm thinking about making it look newsprinty, but then make the characters white, color the characters white, but have the background newsprinty. I don't think I like that right there. I'm going to adjust this. I'm going to do like this. I'm making decisions about my characters right now. Something's happening. You guys are seeing it happen live, right on the air, making choices. So people think cartooning is easy. Sometimes you make choices all day long. You're making choices that affect the future. See, look at that. That's better. Now just the spatula part of the spatula is glowing instead of the whole handle. This way he could be specifically channeling his power into the fork part, whatever you call it, the flat part. You can make burgers with this spatula, or if you choose to, you can make pancakes too. I have a story called about Lunar Lizard. It's another character I created when I was like in 5th grade, and I'm making that comic too. I started drawing that one, and that one has pancakes in it. You're gonna like that too. There's a lot of food-based things in this universe. Food-based characters. There he is. Hero Man. There he is, what he looks like without the, look at that. He's real clean. Oh, he's cool. I'm digging him. The Hero number 0. At your service. I'm going to draw the tablecloth cape that he has. Drawing the checkers. And I kind of like how it doesn't go with the wave of the blanket or the tablecloth, because it's remember in the old Popeye, not Popeye, Bugs Bunny cartoons, there's always that guy when, yes, that guy, his suit, the lines on his suit always didn't go with his body. They always stayed straight. So that's where this comes from. I think it's cool. See, now when I color this in Photoshop, click it all up, that'd be cool. Yeah, I like him. Banana. He's sizzling. Look at him. I don't know why he's sizzling, but he is. Because he's a hunk of meat. They used to call me that in high school. The hunk of meat. Did they? No, they didn't. I'm lying to you. Doing it for comedy. Haha. That's funny, Balthazar. Where's my stuff? That's all I hear all the time. Where's my stuff? No, that's not true. I used to. I got better. I got better at sending stuff. Those too thin? What do you think? Hero Man has returned. I'm gonna do. Make it a little pronounced. Make these smoke clouds a little bit more thicker. There we go. It's him, right? This page went quick. I inked it fast, guys. Wasn't a lot on there. Put some border lines on there. Put the tally marks so I know where things are going. The tally marks. That. Put one here just in case. Right here. That. Let's look. I'm going to put my ink blots on here so I know how many layers I have for when I color it in Photoshop. I'll be able to click on these colors and delete them so they're not colors that I don't need. So they're not colors. To eliminate the colors I don't need. Maybe that's what I need to say. See, as a writer, I have lots of word choices. Sometimes when the words are wrong, I can self-edit. Look at that. Boom. There he is, all clean. Tap. Ba-boom. Lightning has struck the Giro Queen headquarters. Let's do this. Hero Man returns. He's cool. That's it. The first official appearance of him in full costume. This is it. You saw it here first. I created it live. Save. I'm going to bring it into Photoshop so I can color it later. The first 10 pages are finished. Very happy with this. This is cool. This is cool. I got to find him here because I was working on Big Alien Moon Crush last night. Crushing the alien moons. I should do a sequel called Big Alien Moon Crunch. They eat candy. They eat chips. Hero Man's a very strange character, but he is still cool. I'm going to see what you guys are saying. Everything I say is true. It's exclusively true. Yes, it is. It's time for Hero Man. Oh, yeah, Daddy. Swig. Troy Younger says, wood pulp, newsprint texture would be very cool. Yeah, right? That's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find texture I could scan rather than borrowing it from the internet, because then people get upset if they find out you used their texture. It's true. Pancakes. I could use some pancakes right now. I didn't eat yet, but that's okay. Giro Man versus the awful falafel. The awful falafel. Falafel. He's very falafel. That falafel. Yeah, that would be funny. Swig for Troy Younger joining the broadcast. D-Brad's here too. Swig for D-Brad. D-Brad says, howdy, I just arrived. I bought my first digital comic from Comixology. It was Webster. Awesome, man. I hope you dug it. Hope it was cool. There'll be more to come. D-Brad says, how many pages left for Big Alien Moon Crush? I have 5 pages to ink. I'm up to page 75, I believe. So actually I have potentially 4 pages because page 80 is finished. So I have to ink either 4 or 5 pages left, and then I should be done inking them before Friday is over. I'm going to try to ink 2 to 3 pages today and then 2 to 3 pages tomorrow. And I want to finish that, man. I want to get it to the masses. Dr. Benjamin says, working on my entry for the Comic Strip World Championship. Oh, yeah. Dr. Benjamin's awesome. Yeah, man. Should I do another page? Should I draw some more? I'm going to show you page 11, because page 11 and 12. This is page 11. Here, I'll show you page 12. Page 12 is finished. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, let's do it. Page 12 May. Page 12 is going to have to open up another program. There it is. Here's page 12. Page 12 is cool because I worked in the comic book. I worked it into the comic book. So here is page 11. So I have to draw it still. Maybe I'll do it all on this a little bit. See, it's Cornelius walking into the comic shop with the coffee. He went on a coffee run. And he's giving him the coffee, and he says, hey, what do you got there? But it's cool, because let's see what it says. I wrote this a little while ago. It says, epilogue. Meanwhile, at beautiful downtown Skokie's Oh Yeah Comics, or maybe I just wrote at Oh Yeah Comics. Ding, ding, he walks in with the coffee. Hey, Hammond, here's your coffee. Thanks, Cornelius. He says, what are you reading? Ha! It's the first appearance of Giro Man in his very own comic. It's from 1998. Ooh, that's vintage. Oh yeah, I forgot we had that issue. Yeah, a guy named Melvin something stopped in the store today and reminded me about it. Cool. I love a what? I love a little bit of nostalgia. That's what he says. I love a little bit of nostalgia. And then he looks at the book and says, let's see how this adventure begins. You like that? Let's see how this adventure begins. And then he's shown the cover, the original cover of Giro Man, the Giro Hero #0. So this is what he used to look like. He was a little bit more polished, more animated looking. But see, he's too sleek. He's shiny. He's not really supposed to be shiny. But I made him look a little bit more meaty. But also, a lot of people were telling me that he looked like milk and cheese. I've always heard that. So I want him to get away from him looking like anybody. And at this time, milk and cheese was popular. And I wasn't really copying that, but I could see the comparison, the influence. But he has an onion ring belt. He has the cape. He has the mighty meat knife. The mighty meat knife. And he has the cap. He has just a winter cap on because my friend Melvin would wear that. So I decided to make him look like that instead. He's got the paper cap on and the tablecloth. He's got a tablecloth cape, and he's got the spatula, because this all makes more sense. Plus, the spatula is funnier than having a knife, because having a knife means he's going to cut you. You disagree, he's going to cut you. But the onion ring belt is still a thing, but now it's behind his back, like in the cartoons when Bugs Bunny needed something, he could just pull it from his back. So that's what that's going to be. So I like him better this way because now you could really see his shape, and his arms are not as big. See, his hands are bigger. And this one, you see it, all of him, like the hands, the belt. He looks like a giant character, but I think his design here takes away from his shape, knowing that he's a gyro. But here, you see his shape first. So he's a gyro, and he has all those scratchy marks and details on him, which is going to be him. It's going to be him look like he's cooked, and he's going to get burnt. And the color of him is a little different, just slightly different. So what do you guys think of that? That's cool, right? So I could doodle some of this. Let me sketch some of this a little bit more detail. I'm going to show you guys. See, Hammond's here looking at a book. He's going to be reading. So it's cool, like Gyro Man is a comic book in the Oya universe, because Peterville is another dimension. It's a place. Peterville is where Gyro Man comes from, and it's kind of like Asgard, a little bit like Asgard, where it's another plane. And if you read the comics I made on Comixology, they're called Who's Who in the Oya Comics Universe. Each issue comes with a map about how the Oya Comics Universe works. So eventually I'm going to print that up, but it's going to be a big book. It's like, what's 40 or what's 24 times 10? It's 240 pages. So that's going to be roughly that. It's going to be roughly that size. So it's going to take a little bit to print it, and I don't want to break it up into. I don't want to break up my Who's Who book into chapters. I just want it all one solid book. So that might be a trade paperback that I want to print, but I got to figure out how to do it. I got to find out how much it costs and all that stuff. But that's something I think people would dig. These kids seem to like the Who's Who books. So I had several Who's Who books. I had some Who's Who Crybaby books for a little bit, and those all sold out. And I'm gonna put those Who's Who Crybabies into the Who's Who of the Oya Comics universe. It's true. It's absolutely true. Everything I tell you. It's just a matter of time. Like, I've been wanting to do these guys for 20 years. Like Gyro Man and Webster the Spider Monkey. So it won't take me 20 years because I got my rhythm going. Got the rhythm and the blues happening. There's Cornelius walking in. He should make his other foot going forward. Like that. Yeah, I like that better. I'm going to ink this guy. I'm going to go ahead and ink it. Just so I remember. So I could remember for next time. This was my intention. It's a little thick. It's a little thick. That's better. Just so I know. Cornelius. This guy's secretly Action Cat, in case you guys didn't know. See, he's walking. It looks a little better. Looks like he's walking now. Looked like he was kind of hopping before. I'm not gonna ink all this yet. I just wanted to get his legs there, so I can make sure I don't forget. That's what I wanted to do. She's kind of looking at the book. You're going to see the cover here again. Hero. Here he is. Grab this coffee. Maybe some squirts coming out. Swig. Save. I felt it stutter. Save and a swig. A lot of stuff to do, man. A lot of stuff. But I'm really happy with this book. It's another 10-page, or it's actually 12 pages in front and then 10 pages in back. It's gonna be another cool story, because I try to put everything I've ever done. I try to put everything I've ever done online for you guys to download and read it. That's right, the Crybabies are up there, and Captain Camel's up there, Wolf Boy, and Hero Man was the last one. Hero Man is the last one that I don't have up there. Out of all the books I've ever done, Hero Man is the last character from my vintage era that I don't have online yet. I don't even know if you Google him, if you find him or not. I haven't tried it. But soon you'll be able to. He's got to have this Starbucks thing. He's got the coffee tray. There he is. And I have his eyes looking. Yeah, he's looking at the book. Okay. So I got his eyes lined up to look at the book. See? So it's very important. Eye contact with characters is, see, he's looking at it and he's looking at it. Oh yeah, coffee. No, he's looking at it again. It's weird because I haven't drawn these guys in a while, and I think I'm starting to draw them a little different. Like this guy's looking different every time I draw him. The bear. So I add those things now. Well, that's okay. He's evolving. That happens a lot. Because you look at Mickey Mouse and he looks way different than he used to look. He transforms all the time. Same with Bugs Bunny. They change a lot, which is kind of cool. He's into this book. Look at him. He likes it. And this guy's just sipping. What do you guys think? I gotta letter it later. I'll put my lettering lines in there. This is what I do. Before I letter it, I put the lines in there so everything comes out straight. Then I move the dialogue around. I move the dialogue around later. I say, what are you reading? It's the first appearance of Gear Man in his own comic, 1988. Ooh, that's vintage. Oh, I forgot we had that one. Yeah, the guy named Melvin something stopped in the store today and reminded me about it. Cool. I love a little bit of nostalgia. There you go. I'm not going to ink this one because it's going to take a little bit out of me. So I need to refuel. And I want to see what you guys are saying. Yeah, let's go big on his face. Look at that. Maybe this one. You like that one? He's reading Gear Man drinking coffee. Look at that handsome bear. Handsome bear named Hammond. Let's see what you guys are saying. Doctor says, oh yeah, he's going for his entry in the championship. That's true, man. We'll do it. Draw more for sure. I'll be here. Oh, cool, man. I drew that page so far. A big change. It had a knife because they were early 90s and really dark hair. Yeah. I think I softened up as I go. Not only that, but I do stuff that's funnier. Not as weird. But yeah, he had a knife. He was a little bit crazy. But he's a little bit tamer, gentler. Does the real Melvin know he's a comic character? Ooh, no, he doesn't. He knows he's Giro Man. But he knows he doesn't know he's a comic. Maybe he finds out in this one. I think he finds out that he's in a comic. I still enjoy the Who's Who's books. I have a bunch on my shelf. I also used to make my own Who's Who book for different groups. Yeah. Who's Who books are awesome. I really like them. Who's Who books are pretty cool. I'm a big fan. We're going to go back to this. You guys can see me. How about that? Famous Cartoonist. Says things again. Just wait for you guys. How about we show Giro Man? Look at this. I made a Giro Man one. Because Giro Man has his new designs, his new colors. Actually, I made he has a darker shade on him that I forgot to add to this piece. But no, he's cool. He's got a darker shade on him, so maybe I'll update this. But he looks good like that. You guys like Giro Man with a spatula? It's gonna be cool. So hopefully I'll have Giro Man done pretty soon. Giro Man will be my next book that will be distributed on the Comixology format, and it'll be done soon. But Big Alien Moon Crush, man, I only have 5 pages to ink. Then I have 27 to color, but that's gonna go good. I'll probably do that over the weekend. If I finish inking the pages today, I'm gonna start coloring by tomorrow, and that would be real cool. And I also have yeah. I got this. So I still have to finish my Aquaman book. I have to start inking it now. And if I do a few pages, I got like for my Super Pet books, I have 16 pages of art, like they're double page spreads. So 16 of them per book. So that's not too bad. So I usually draw them in all day, a day or two, and then I ink them about 2-3 days. So maybe I could work on that too. But I don't know. We'll see if I can do that live. We shall see. Because everything is possibility. D. Brad says, your new designs for Giro Man are better. It's better suited for animation. Thanks, man. Yeah, I like him. He's simpler. His arms and legs are just arms and legs, not or not. as much character, like with the gloves. And now it's all about his face. He's got the tablecloth cape. He has that paper cap. But I think he's cool. I like him a lot more. And hopefully you guys will like him too. This is his first appearance in the Aya Comics universe. He teleports here from Peterville. But we don't know what happened to him since 1998. He disappeared. So I'm going to have a story of what happened to him. But I have a lot of stories with him, including he gets a sidekick, and he gets a guide. I wrote the chickpea story where he goes back to the chickpea comes to get him and to take him to Peterville because he's needed. Because he's in Chicago for a little while, and he's defending things here. And then he goes back to Peterville, and he realizes that all the mascots of the since he's been gone, all the mascots for all the food companies, all the restaurants are all evil. They're all bad guys because the Giro Man left. And it's kind of like Batman. If he leaves Gotham City, the bad guys will go nuts. But Giro Man leaves Peterville, and now all the mascots become villains. So there's Reggie McDougal from McDougal's restaurant, and he retires from the restaurant business and he becomes a coffee drinker and a beatnik. So he goes to recite poetry, and it's funny. So he's not really a villain. They're just all become misguided. Giro Man's not there to correct their paths because he's lost. They're lost without him. So it's pretty funny. And then the Rook and the Crook are two rooks. They look like towers from a castle, and those are supposed to be like the White Castle mascots. And then I have Wendy from Wendy's and her father, what's his name? Doug? I forgot his real name. But in my comic, it's called Bob and Wanda. So I had friends named Bob and Wanda. And that's what I named them. But little Wanda is very evil. She's a nasty little girl. And I'm not sure what they do yet, if she has powers. But she's nasty, and her dad's calculated and evil, more like a Lex Luthor type. And that's fun. And I have what else do I have? I have an Arby's guy who's a cowboy. I have a Burger King guy that I have to change him a little bit because he looks too much like a Burger King guy. I have a King Harold. King Harold is in there. It's gonna be fun. But I have the Banana Boys, who are just like Jules and Vincent. I created these guys during Pulp Fiction era. I drew these bananas that had guns and they were gangsters. So I had the Banana Boys who try to take over Peterville with their fruits and vegetables, try to take over. It's really funny. And I also have an alien story where the aliens try to kidnap Giro Man. They kidnap him, but they trick him. They tell him that they need their cows. They don't have fingers. So they need somebody to milk their cows on their planet because they have no milk. There's a milk shortage, but they have lots of cows. So they get Giro Man to come, but on their way to the planet, they wrap him up in a pita so he's nice and warm. But they never intend to bring him to their planet. They want to eat him. So he gets tricked. So it's really funny. And those aliens are my green aliens who are in Meteor Mite, and they're in Captain Camel, and they're in the Cray Babies. They're in Lunar Lizard. So my green aliens are the most evil, vicious creatures in the universe who are in all of my comics. They're in the Mask comic. They made it into Super Pets. They made it into all of my universes. That's the one characters that cross over. So you see my green aliens are in all the books I've ever done have green aliens in them. So in the Aya Comics universe, they're very outspoken, they're vocal, and they're a threat. So they're a threat to Giro Man, they're a threat to Captain Camel, they're a threat probably to Spider Monkey, but they're definitely a threat to Meteor Mite. You'll see a Meteor Mite number 2. I have Meteor Mite number 1 on Comixology right now, and it's a big book. It's like 32 pages, so it's up there for 99 cents because the first 10 pages were featured for free online. You can probably find them. They're on my website, but the first 10 pages were free. And I pitched it to Dark Horse years ago, but it got replaced by an Action Cat miniseries. But we were always going to do a Meteorite miniseries, but it never came to be. So I'm doing it myself, and it's going to be released on Comixology, one chapter at a time. But then I'm going to collect it in one 48-page book. But Meteorite is at least two 48-page books collection, so that's going to be fun. It's an epic tale about a mite, little guy from Earth who gets the power of the cosmic universe. But he's not worthy. Why does he get it? Why is that one creature from Earth a mite? Why is that little guy from Earth? Earthlings are not supposed to have this power because they're not worthy. But this little guy is. So that's going to be a fun series. Let me see what you guys are saying. Deep Brat says his sidekick's like El Kebab. He is a sidekick. It's one of Jamie Cosley's characters called Paul B. Onion. So that's his first sidekick. He orders them up the Sidekick Network. Remember in the 90s, there was the Dionne Warwick had the Psychic Network commercials? So I wrote the story while I was watching that. When I was poor, I would get one channel. And the Psychic Network came on all the time. So I saw that and said, it sounds like Sidekick Network. So I wrote the story where he orders a sidekick from TV and he gets one in the mail. So that's pretty funny. Oh, the Wendy's guy's named Dave Thomas. That's right. In my book, his name is Bob. His daughter's Wanda, and his name is Bob. Oh, Jamar's here. Oh, yeah, Arturo. Oh, yeah, Jamar. You're a good man, sir. Swing for Jamar. Paul B. Onion. Whoa. How? Yeah, Paul B. Onion is Jamie Cosley's character. He looks really cool. He's gonna be in that one story. They're gonna cross over. Maybe I'll even have Jamie draw the onion. But he's cool. We always talked about that for years and years. But 1998 only lasted 1 year, and then I moved on. And then other things happened. Then Wolf Boy came out in 2000, and that took over for a while. And that's what happened when you self-publish your comics. I was doing really good. Crybabies come out in 94, 93, 94. Camel came out in 2000, around with Giro Man. But things happened. Crybabies, Giro Man, Captain Camel, and then Wolf Boy hit. Bam! Wolf Boy hit, and then that's it. Then Wolf Boy led into Disney stuff, and then Disney led into Tiny Titans. Then I got real busy. So my self-published my own creations took a back seat to a lot of these things. So I could pay my bills and quit my jobs and do all these things. My wife was able to stay home with me for about 10 years. And she's back working now. And that's really cool. And the kids are growing up. We raised babies. So all of this stuff has a flow. And right now, I cleaned up a lot of my deadlines. So I have opportunity to bring a lot of these things back. And they are coming back. Nothing ever goes away. Everything just chills. Everything sits back and chills. And then it's like, is it my time yet? Not yet? Okay. Okay, Gear Man, go first. Okay, Webster, go first. And I'm working on the Cosmic Action Cat. And I'm working on Golden Age Action Cat. And I'm working on a lot of different things. And I'm working on Agents of All Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. And I can't wait to release all these things. And, of course, Abraham Linkage. I'm working on all these books. Abraham Linkage is going to be a full-blown comic. One shot, 28 pages. It's taken me a while to get them done because I'm inking it, but it's going slow because the 28 pages is a full-length book. But when I compare it to the 80 pages, not so bad. But I'm working on that slowly. There's a lot to be done. There's a lot of inking. There's a lot of lettering to be done. But I'm about halfway through with the inks. I might be up to like page 12 with the inks. So, but the whole thing's penciled, but I got to letter it still. But I'm doing it as I go. So each page takes a little bit. So instead of drawing the whole thing and then lettering the whole thing, I'm kind of doing one page at a time from completion. So now I can get like 12 done, you know. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. But Abraham Linkage will be out. It'll be out digital first. And all of these things, I'm intending to print them. So all the links you see in the description here, when you buy anything from any of those links, Threadless, Comixology, my eBay store, or my artbaltazar.com store, You buy anything from all that proceeds, all the fundage I'm raising is going to printing comics. And hopefully with C2E2 opens up in early 2021, if it does, because these trying times, you never know what's going to happen. If it opens up, I'll have some books. If not, then whenever the show comes back, I'm going to have a table full of all new stuff, which is going to be awesome. Plus all the books I'm working on, like Big Alien Moon Crush and Gilbert and Drew and Jot, all that stuff's coming too. I have all that. That's all new stuff too. It's pretty cool. I like everything. Art, you and I need to collab. Yeah, man, we do. We need to cross over. We should do like Action Cat meets Leon and put him in an issue of all your comics. We'll do like a 4-page story or something, so it doesn't take too much of our time. But yeah, we'll do something, man. We will do something. We will indeed. Ed says, "Hey, Oscar." That's right. I'm also known as Oscar in a few of my circles. Hey, Oscar. If you guys don't know, when I worked downtown at the Board of Trade, every day I would go there and I would deliver papers to all the people in the place. The people in the place, you see. I would have to get papers and walk around the whole place and give people things. And so I think the girl's name was Mildred or Maggie or Margaret or something. I'm thinking Mildred. This beautiful, beautiful black woman. Perfect, cute. So I liked her. So I would go. She was cute. I was like, "Hi, Mildred." And she would say, "Hi, Oscar." So she would never, she could heard my name, Arthur, but she thought it was Oscar. She would say, every day she'd go, "Hi, Oscar." And I'd be like, "Oh, gosh, oh, gee," because she's gorgeous. So I would give her the paper and she'd take it. And she was my age, maybe. Yeah, about. And so she would stir up feelings in the utility belt, My socks would, stuff like that would happen. I'd have hearts above my head. I don't think she noticed that, but I would go in there and blush, probably like I'm doing now. And I give her the paper every day. "Hi, Oscar." "Hi, Mildred." "Hi, Oscar." And then one day, her coworker was there, her person, and she said, "Wait a minute, did you just call him Oscar?" She went, "Yeah, that's his name." "His name's not Oscar, it's Arthur." So then she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Arthur." And I'm like, "That's okay. You can call me whatever you want." That's what I'm thinking in my head. But she was cool. And then after that, she go, "Hi, Arthur." Not Arthur, Arthur. So that was cool. That was a good story. Jamar says, "That's true. Nothing is ever done. Keep everything in the file cabinet." Yeah, you have a file cabinet in your head. And he says, "Forever, ever." That's right. Forever, ever, ever is worse than forever. How long you had that idea? Ever. Forever. Abraham Lincoln has a lot of tie-ins and crossovers connecting it all together. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln is Abraham Lincoln is the story in all your universe, but it takes place in old-timey time. So that's where Abraham Lincoln. She's a legend in the All-Yeah Comics universe. It's all true. Jamar says, "Great story." My Oscar story. Yeah, she was a cutie. I forget. I think her name was Mildred. I'm thinking Mildred. That was cool. That was a highlight of my morning, man. I'd bring papers. I go everywhere and I'm like, "Oh, good. Here. I'm going into the bond room or straighten up the tie. Walk in there with the papers." Yeah, that was cool. That was great. Art gets love everywhere he goes, like Harold's. Yeah, man. People see. I bring the presence. I bring the positivity. I bring the spirit. And people say, "Did you just feel that? What was that?" "I think I just got touched by the famous cartoonist. I think I felt something. It was a tremor. And that was before I was a famous cartoonist. I was a cartoonist, but no one knew who I was yet. I was still drawing Giro Man. Now this was before Giro Man. I was still drawing Crybabies. I was working all kinds of part-time jobs so I could pay a printing bill. And this job, I didn't get paid enough to pay a printing bill because I had to take the train to work, and the train pass cost $75 a month to buy the pass to get there. And then I had to pay my rent, which was $250 a month. So out of my $350 earnings, or $400 a month earnings, whatever it was, that was, it all went to, I was paying to go to work. And I'm like, this job sucks. I need to quit. I need to get a job. If I work at the gas station that I can walk to from my house, I will make more money getting paid less. I would have more money at the end of the month because of the expenses it took to get downtown Chicago. It cost me more to work there than it did somewhere close to my house. So that's eventually what I did. And I've done that a lot. And so if I can make an extra $50 or $100 a month that I don't need, I can put that towards printing a comic. And at that time, I would print a comic for about $1,500. They were black and white. If I could raise $1,500, that could take me 15 weeks, save $100 a week. That's what that was my goal. That's how I do stuff. I save a little bit of money, build it up like a bank account, and I was able to print the Crybabies. But that's why it took so long. Couldn't do a monthly book because it would take me 3 months to save up money to print a book. Jamar knows. He knows. That's how it works. That is how it works. Kevin Bixby says, oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, Bixby. Kevin Bixby, Heralds. He wants Heralds. Look at what we've done, Jamar. We share that energy. Yeah, man. You go wherever you go, and people are happy to see you. You walk in a room, and people say, there's that cartoonist guy. That's Jamar with the good hair and the good beard. He wears those cool hats. So you got to have hats. Got to have facial hair. And even my uncle told me, every time I meet your artist friends, there's one thing in common. I'm like, what? He goes, everyone has facial hair or they wear a hat or something. I said, that's right. We're not the normal. Everyone has facial hair. If you're in the creative industry business, something's going on with your look. You have a look. You're very aware that when you leave the house, you have to look a certain way. You're like a character. You have a personality. You have a persona, not personality. Everyone has a personality, but not everyone has a persona. So you need to bring your persona with you. It's true. You bring the persona with you wherever you go. Even if it's at a convention, people know the persona, but they don't know you personally. But give them the persona so they can learn that guy. It's true. See, Mildred knew my persona because that's what I brought to her. And we didn't get to know each other personally, so I never knew her personally. But man, did I feel her persona. Boom, glowing. It was beaming with happiness, with beauty, with effervescence. There was flowers falling from the ceiling when I went into that room. I never know what happened to her. Sometimes a story is better left unknown. Just let it go. Let it drift. You know, it started out perfect and ended the same way. And it just drifted away. It drifted away into the heavens with the flowers and the hearts. Until that one day where you can make a difference with those flowers and the hearts. Henceforth, the life I chose now. Swig for making choices. Swig for the life. Swig for embracing family. If any of you are looking for your sweetness and you find a person who believes in you, that's the one. When I met my wife, she said, how about you stay home and figure out how to be a cartoonist, and I'll work and pay all the bills. I'm like, yes, I could do that. She said, stop working these part-time jobs. Stop working jobs you hate. Just stay home and do this. I'm like, oh my God. And that was the key. You know, it could. That's what most people need. You got to figure out how much it costs you to do things. If it's costing you too much money to move out of your parents' house and get an apartment and hang out with dudes all the time and try to find time to draw and working 12 hours a day just to pay your rent, well, maybe you moved out of your parents' house too soon. And sometimes you need to, but that's what happened to me. I moved out at 23 years old, and then for the next 4 years, I was poor. 5 years, it was tough. Meanwhile, I'm trying to publish comic books. If I didn't want to publish comic books, I would have had a lot more time. But these things called goals and life goals and dreams, don't ever let your dreams just become dreams. Don't want them to stay dreams. You want your dream to be something you're living. And when people said, name your dream job, I'm like, other than what I'm doing, maybe playing baseball, maybe pitching for the White Sox, but I can't do that, but that would be a cool dream. To win the World Series with a no-hitter, that would be a good dream, right? Win the World Series, Game 4. We're going to sweep them. It's my dream, we're going to World Series, we're sweeping them, and I'm going to pitch a no-hitter perfect game in Game 4 of the World Series. That's the dream. And then that's it. You can retire. Imagine doing that and then retiring. Like, I'm done. You'll forever be known as the guy who finished his career with a World Series with a no-hitter perfect game. Game 4 of the World Series. You just go home and just get your Nike endorsements, your paper towel endorsements, whatever you're going to endorse. What are the pitchers? They wrap their arms with towels. You get a towel endorsement, a heating pad. I don't know what I'm saying. That would be the dream job. Everyone has facial hair because razors are expensive. Ooh, yeah. I have it because I have facial hair because it frames the face. That's why I want a white beard. Because if it's white, it'll pop real good. It'll add color. Just like the Electric Milk logo right here. See, it pops? Just like Deer Man's teeth. Boom! So imagine that. So I might dye it white. We'll see. I'll dye it and then lose 20 pounds and have nice hair again. Let's see what you guys are saying. I just keep talking. I just got new glasses today. The optometrist was so jazzed that I tried funky colored glasses. You must be an artist. Yeah? They know when you walk in, your style brings it. That's right, man. I can't wait to see. I'm going to see your new glasses on your show. I watch your show. I chime in now and then, Jamal. You're a good man. The coffee talk show is what I like the best. I like when you just spit your words and go with the rhythm, and that's cool. Kind of like what's happening here. Like when I like doing the podcast too with the guys, but it's a different vibe. Because on here, I can just talk. When I'm on a podcast, I got to get this energy out first before I go on a podcast with other people. So I'm not anxious to talk. I like talking and I can listen to them and just add little quips and comedy. And that's kind of like I do Zoom meetings with people. And I don't enjoy it as much because it's structured and I can't be me as much. So that's why, henceforth, famous cartoonist says things. You know, you got to do it yourself. And I discovered the platform. Let's see what you guys are saying. What's Eddie saying? I like the origin of some characters. Better left unknown. The mystery is more interesting. Yeah. Like Boba Fett. They should have never showed baby Boba Fett. You should have left him as a bounty hunter. That's why we like Dengar and Bosk. Because we don't know their backstory. We just know they're bounty hunters. And 4 LOM. Did you know 4 LOM means? For the love of money? It's true. And Zuckus, those guys, you don't know Zuckus' history. All you know is the screwed up history that Kenner switched the names. Because they look the same. They couldn't tell the difference between the 2 Fly Guys. But yeah, I agree. Even like Cable from the X-Men, when he showed up, we knew nothing about him. But then when we started finding out about him, that's when I stopped reading. He messed up everything. Baby Boba Fett has the potential to redeem himself in the new Mandalorian series. But I always want a Boba Fett to be like an alien. I wanted him to have scales or be someone different than human. And Star Wars has so much potential to put a lead person in there, make him not human. Like the next girl they choose, I hope she doesn't look like another Princess Leia. I want like a blue girl, like kind of like Ahsoka Tano. She's an alien. And put another, like a blue girl with green hair or somebody different. Somebody with different color skin, face, you know, spots. That would be cool. Like give somebody different where they're going space diversity. Oh, spacey diversity. They're going beyond Earth diversity. They're going blue. We're going blue, purple, and red. That's the people we're going to use. That's what I want to see in Star Wars. Because there's so much potential there. But they don't, it's fine the way it is, but like the main character is always an Earth type human. I want them to be like Ahsoka Tano as an alien. That's cool. I like that a lot. See, Jamar says, your wifey is one in a skazillion. Yes, that is true. I went through some relationships where my partner would say, are we going out Saturday night? I'm like, I can't. I got to draw my comic. And then they would say, well, you have to choose between your comic or me. I'm like, sorry. Henceforth, I'm not married to them. So well, my wife, she just liked what I was doing. And she didn't want me to do anything else. So when you do something else that you're stifling your creativity, you're stopping from pursuing your dream, it's very frustrating. And you're not a happy guy, not a happy person. So you got to follow it. Got to follow it. Do it. So Jamar says goals and dreams with deadlines. Yes, you got to have a time period. You can't just, you could work on it all your life. Eventually, maybe you'll become a famous painter when you're 80. But that's like a goal. You should do it earlier. Coffee break. Yeah, tonight at 9 Eastern. That's right. I see you 8 o'clock in Chicago. Coffee break with JM. It's a good show. You guys should tune in. He's a good man. Swig for Jamar. I'll check it out, Jamar. Deep Red. You got a fan. It's public on my personal Facebook wall or my artist page. Yeah, I see it. It pops up in my timeline. Kevin Bixby says, Mystery Man, his background is a mystery. You don't need it. You didn't need a background if your name's Mystery Man. If you had a guy named Background Guy, then he's either in the background all the time or you call him Backstory Guy. I am Backstory Guy. Before I fight you, I must tell you my backstory. And you know that you're a superhero when you use the word must. Because when we watched the Super Friends, they always said, I must save the mayor from falling off the tower. Or the Flash would always say, I only have a split second to react. I must save that person in the helicopter. You know, they must do it. I must save the world from Darkseid. I must rescue Superman from that kryptonite. It's true. I said notification. Oh, yeah. You guys are cross-pollinating. I like it. I like the idea where the Joker tells different origin stories. Yeah, that's cool. See, that's cool. I always liked it too when Dr. Doom would come back to the Fantastic Four. They're like, hey, we saw you die. And he goes, that shark found me indigestible, or whatever he would say. I escaped from that volcano. I lost my arm, but it's mechanical. You know, stuff like that. I like when the villain comes back and he's just back. That's the way to write a comic. You don't need explanation. It just shows up again. Like Doc Ock had his memory erased, and now he's back. Swiggy Joe for Artie. Thanks, Jamar. Let's see. Jamar says, must is also slang for being stinky. Oh, it is. Is it must? Is it must or musk? Musk is good though, right? Because musk attracts the ladies. Doesn't musk attract the opposite? When you want to smell musky, they're like, oh, what's that? What's that scent of pheromones? You don't want musky must. I'm going to trust Jamar. Background guy and exposition kid. Yeah, when they got to tell you the story. There's been a few episodes of Breaking Bad where Walter White will wrap up the story in the, like he's at the kitchen table with his wife or with Jesse or whatever, and he's saying, what am I supposed to do? I just killed a guy over here, and I didn't want to be a meth dealer. I didn't want to do this. And then my partner went and made a decision. And then I did this. And then I got in the league with the bad guy. I don't know what to do. Where should I go from here? So he wrapped it up. And I saw that in Better Call Saul. They did that too. In case you missed the first 2 seasons, they cut you up real quick. Yeah, Bixby said they just like hanging out in the background. Yeah, the background guy. Musty. It's hot and stinky. I didn't know that. I always heard the term gamey. Gamey, I heard. Musty. I just like to say, that person stinks. Stink, stink, stunk. Stink, stink, stunk. I'm going to give one sweet to you guys. Because now my cup, this is the Luke Skywalker tap. My coffee is Luke Skywalker warm. It's cooler than a Tauntaun, but not as cold as carbonite. All these Star Wars references. Mandalorian's tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is Friday, which is the day before Halloween. Tomorrow's my Halloween show. It's going to be just like this, except for I'm going to wear something for you. But I don't want to reveal what it is yet. You will see tomorrow. Jamar says, yes, gaming's a thing. I have to check out Jamar while working on my submissions for the Big Amoeba Awards. Yeah, Jamar's awesome. You'll like his show. I love his coffee show. He does an interview show with Mike Manley, which is really cool too. Isn't gaming a taste of wild meat? Yeah, it is. That is true. Hey, our thoughts on the Wiener Circle in Chicago. I have never really been there. I've been there once, years and years ago, but they didn't yell at me. So I never been there and got yelled at, but I'm a fan of that. My thing is I want a good hot dog. I don't care about getting yelled at. I get that. That's a thing. But I want the hot dog to be outstanding. I want it to be awesome. So I will go there. When you're in Chicago, we'll go there. We'll go check it out and have them yell at you and me. They'll make fun of you. They'll make fun of me. They'll say I look like George Clooney. So what are you doing with George Clooney? You know, where'd you meet him? They might say stuff like that. We never know. It looks like Jamar agrees with D. Brad. We're all in agreement today. I want to thank everybody for joining me today on this glorious morning, this Thursday, the son of Odin Sunday. Today was a good day. I got to draw a Giro Man page for you. I finished inking one, and then I drew another one. So that's real cool. I am going to refill my coffee. I'm going to grab a sandwich. I need to eat something. Because now let's talk about gyros and wiener circles and heralds, pancakes. We mentioned all of that on today's show. There'll be a quiz later. And I got to say this, yeah. You got to rock out with the sport peppers. You can't rock with the sport peppers. Oh, that's a key ingredient, my man. But if you don't do sports peppers, you have to make sure you do celery salt. Chicago dog it's not Chicago dog without the celery salt. Kevin Bixby agrees. You're a good man, sir. Yagams. Danny's here. Do you like some less dark and more fun adaptations of comics like Batman 60 Batman? I do. I like comics to be cool. Like most stuff that I watch, that I enjoy watching, is more violent and adult-like content. I like stuff where guys get in trouble, things happen. I love Breaking Bad. I love Quentin Tarantino movies. I love stand-up comedy. I love Bill Burr, Jim Jeffries. I love those guys. I just love the storytelling they tell in their stories. I love Tarantino's my favorite director, probably. I would say, yeah. And I just love those adult content kind of things. They get me going. They spark imagination. But I also love all of it. I like cartoons. I like happy things. I like Batman. But the serious stuff for adult kind of things last with me longer. But of course, I like superhero movies and I like Star Wars. So I like everything. I enjoy everything. So yeah, I enjoy those too. Batman's always awesome. Any form of Batman. I like them. But sweet for you guys. Let me see more comments. Thanks, sir. Have a good day, everybody. Yergamancer, Yagams. See you later, Jamar. Yagams. Jamar says Yagams. Yagams, Brad. And I want to say Yagams to all you guys out there, all you girls out there, everyone listening to me today. This was really fun. I always get work done during the show, and I'm in touch with you guys. Remember to follow the links, support your favorite famous cartoonist, and I'm going to make books. I can't wait to make books. I got deadlines to do today, so I'm going to draw some more stuff today. I'm going to have a sandwich. I might make some wieners. Maybe I have a wiener sandwich. Some hot dogs. I have Oscar Mayer. It's my favorite. Since I'm a kid, I've been eating those. And I have celery salt. Put it on there. Maybe some hot sauce. Something like that will happen today. In the meantime, remember those 3 things. There's 3 things. No fighting. No crying. Be nice to each other. That's it. That's all you have to remember. The 10 commandments are suggestions, but these things are rules. Commandments are rules. No fighting, no crying, be nice to each other. And make sure when you wake up and do something that makes you happy. Okay? Famous Cartoonist has spoken. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow at noon for a Halloween special. You guys are awesome. Okay, bye-bye.